How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. Okay, so today's video is going to take a look at the forgotten parts of the Contra series on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Alright, I can stop talking like that. No, but in all seriousness, a lot of people don't realize or remember that there were 3 games using the Contra name on the NES. There was Contra, there was Super C, and there was today's game. And that's partially because, when you say that there are only 2 games in the Contra series on the NES, you're technically right. Because this game has the Contra name on it, but that's it. That's its only tie to the Contra series. This game is from Konami, and it's from 1992, and it is Contra Force. Now, Contra Force was originally scheduled to be released in Japan as a Famicom title called Arkhound. Arkhound got canceled. And so, instead of just leaving that game to waste away in the annals of history, Konami localized it, and in order to guarantee sales, or so they thought, they slapped the Contra name on it and called it Contra Force. This actually only helped to make this game incredibly rare. It follows the exploits of a team of military operatives. Beans, Burns, Smith, and Irons. Burns is the leader. He carries a machine gun and all that stuff. Each character actually has different weapon types, and their power-up system is actually along the lines of Gradius. So you pick up a power-up item, and the first slot may not do anything. The second slot, though, it'll upgrade your shot. The third slot may change your weapon to something else. The fourth slot, I don't exactly remember what the fourth slot will do, but each slot will do a weapons upgrade, give you a different weapon type. Burns will be armed with machine guns. He'll have the rapid fire shot that everybody ignored in the first 2 Contra games. Smith will have he carries a sniper rifle type weapon. So one of his weapons is actually I believe, may be a spread shot, and one of them is a homing missile shot. Irons carries heavy weapons, so he'll have a rocket launcher and he'll carry a flamethrower. Beans uses time bombs and grenades. So each character has different weapons, different ways to play, which is actually pretty interesting considering the type of game it is and the time it was released. Another interesting quirk about this game that differentiates it from the other games in the Contra series is that in the pause menu, you can go into the game, you can go into the pause menu and pick a second character if you're playing alone, and have that character perform different actions. Like, you can have that character be a point, you can have that character back you up, stuff like that. So for 5 seconds, they'll come out and they'll help you fight the enemy. And they'll be invincible, they won't die. And after that 5 seconds, then they disappear and you're able to change characters or whatever in the pause menu. Now, another interesting quirk is that you have 4 characters to play with. And I believe each one has 2 lives, I don't remember. But or it may just be that each character has 1 life. Either way, you have these 4 characters that you play with, and you can actually beat the game if you can beat the game if you've lost 3 of your 4 characters. But if you've lost all 4 characters, you'll be forced to restart from the beginning of a level. Contra Force is a really good game. Unfortunately, because of the time it came out, 1992, that was the end of the NES life cycle. So a lot of people didn't get to play Contra Force. And as a result, it's fairly rare. The copy I have actually turned up. It was part of a NES library liquidation at a Blockbuster. So I've had it for a while. But copies of Contra Force regularly run about $50 on eBay. And that's a cheap copy. So if you want a copy of Contra Force, you're going to have to pay a little bit for one. I'm not saying that you should or you shouldn't, because it's a mediocre game. You can try it out on an emulator. I'd advise that actually before you even bother spending that kind of money on it. But if you really like the game or you're a diehard collector, those are the main reasons why I would say pick up a copy of Contra Force. This has been the 8-Bit Animal, and I'll catch you beautiful people